Spartanburg, South Carolina, known for its historic charm and high crime rates, is where our story begins. On June 14, 2004, the family of 24-year-old Tamika Houston reported her missing after weeks of no contact. Tamika was independent and spontaneous, often going days without checking in with her family. But this time was different. Concerned, her family reached out to the Spartanburg Police Department. Police did a welfare check at Tamika's home and found some unsettling clues. Her car was missing, the house was locked, and inside officers found her malnourished dog and puppies, which raised alarm bells. Tamika's family knew something was terribly wrong. Tamika would never neglect her beloved dog, Macy. The police launched a full investigation, tracking her banking and phone records, which showed no activity since early May. Initially, detectives focused on Tamika's ex-boyfriend, Terrence Moss. They had a turbulent breakup, but without any physical evidence, he was released after questioning. Breakthrough came in July 2004, when Tamika's car was found abandoned at an apartment complex. Inside, they found a fingerprint and a set of keys, leading them to Christopher Hampton. Christopher, with a criminal past, was dating Tamika around the time she disappeared. Despite initial denials, he eventually led police to her body, buried in a wooded area. In the spring of 2004, the disappearance of Tamika Houston sent shockwaves through the community of Spartanburg, South Carolina. The investigation quickly honed in on Christopher Hampton, a 23-year-old with a history of run-ins with the law. Having been convicted of bank robbery in 2000, Christopher had already spent 4 years behind bars. At the time of Tamika's disappearance, he found himself once again entangled with law enforcement, serving a 30-day sentence for a traffic violation. However, his troubled past didn't end there. As investigators delved into Christopher's background, they uncovered a pattern of criminal behavior. Despite his assertions of innocence, suspicions swirled around him due to his association with Tamika. They had been romantically involved, a fact Christopher admitted, but he vehemently denied any involvement in her disappearance. However, the pieces of the puzzle didn't quite fit. One promising lead emerged when Christopher's ex-wife came forward with a crucial piece of evidence: his wallet. Inside was a photo bearing a telltale red stain, Tamika's blood. DNA testing confirmed the source, further implicating Christopher in Tamika's fate. Yet, despite mounting evidence, there was still a lack of concrete proof tying him directly to the crime. Another break in the case came from an unexpected source: a young woman who had been inside Christopher's apartment around the time Tamika vanished. She had noticed peculiarities, including a reddish-brown stain on the bedroom floor and furniture oddly positioned. Fearful of Christopher's retribution, she initially kept silent. However, when investigators finally obtained a search warrant for the apartment, her observations proved invaluable. Inside apartment 215, forensic specialists uncovered a grisly scene. Blood spatter and evidence of cleanup suggested a violent altercation had occurred. The presence of Tamika's blood further corroborated the theory that something sinister had transpired within those walls. Despite Christopher's protests of innocence, the mounting physical evidence left little doubt in the minds of investigators. Christopher's arrest for Tamika's murder sent shockwaves through the community. Yet it was only the beginning of a harrowing journey towards justice. In a chilling revelation, Christopher led authorities to a secluded wooded area where he had buried Tamika in a shallow grave. Forensic examination confirmed her identity, providing a modicum of closure for her grieving loved ones. In a courtroom packed with emotion, Christopher stood trial for his heinous crimes. Despite his attempts to downplay his culpability, a recorded confession and overwhelming evidence sealed his fate. His plea of guilty offered little solace to Tamika's family, who had endured months of anguish and uncertainty. As Christopher began his life sentence behind bars, Tamika's loved ones grappled with the magnitude of their loss. While justice had been served, the scars left behind by Tamika's tragic fate would endure for a lifetime. Yet, amidst the darkness, her story shed light on the flaws within the media industry, highlighting the need for equal coverage of missing persons cases. Ultimately, Tamika's legacy serves as a reminder of the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unspeakable tragedy. Though she may be gone, her memory lives on in the hearts of those who loved her, a beacon of hope in a world often fraught with darkness.